Welcome to part 2 of Karaoke Builder Studio tutorial. In our first part we covered basic setup principles and recommendations. We imported our lyrics file, we imported our audio file, we established our template for into the styles settings, and in other settings we detailed good and we adjusted our margins. Back to the text file which we originally created or we imported, there are still some things that need to be done before we continue on with the syncing of the music to the lyrics. As you will see in the lyrics on this left hand side in the white area, this first and second sentence all run together. We need to separate the lines, and it's very simple to do. We will attempt to see what it looks like when we separate the lines. You can do it in one of two methods, either backspace and then hit the return key, or drag your mouse till it fills that space and simply hit your return key. The second line now is still a little on the long side because it goes off both the left and the right side of the page, so we need to create a third line of lyrics. So we will attempt to do it at this point. Now we have three separate lines of lyrics on the first page. The space which is here is created by hitting your return key and creating a space which in effect creates the second page or the next page. And as an example, we would do it again here. Hit your return key and create a space between your lyrics lines to create your individual pages of lyrics. Once you have done this to your lyrics file, the next step is to actually break up the words into their two syllable parts. Words like goin' are actually sung and or spoken in two definite breaks. So in this example, goin', we are going to now separate into its two syllables, go and in. By inserting the forward slash, you will automatically break up that word. Goin' and down, as you can see, are joined together. There is no visible space. So to create one, you simply hit your space key on your keyboard and it automatically creates the appropriate amount of space required. The word Louisiana should be broken up in this method because it has four parts. Lou, Ease, Anna, you need to sound out the words so that you can get the proper breaks for each word. So Louisiana is how we have it broken. The next goin', we'll split that. Very, split it at that point. Worry, split it there. About, split it at the A, because I'll be okay. Words like okay or numbers, some text have a number or the number actually spelt out. Either way, you may need to separate. Words like okay, as an example, sometimes it's just O and K, and sometimes, as in this lyrics, it has it fully spelled out O-K-A-Y. Either way is totally acceptable, especially if you're needing extra space on your page for other lyrics. So to simply separate the O and the K, again, just put that forward slash in, and it will break it up into its two syllables. You need to go through all of your lyrics to do this before you do the syncing. Now that we have all of our words separated into their syllables and the lyrics broken up into separate pages, you'll notice that as I click on each lyric area for each page, that on the left hand side it adjusts down and indicates the page. As an example, I'm sitting now in the area that holds the second page of lyrics, and it's reflected on the left hand side as page 2. Numbers 1, 2, 3, and so on indicate the page that holds the lyrics. I can also see those lyrics by clicking on the left hand side and seeing what is showing and how it will show on each page. Now, in the left hand area, it will not show you your split words, but it will show you how it will line up on your individual pages. We'll be doing some further refining as to where adjusting the position of these lines of lyrics on the pages once we have done the syncing. So now to do the syncing. This is probably one area where people run into the most difficulty, and there is nothing that can be done to teach one how to be syncopated. It will take some folks it will take some practice, and others it will be snap. It has to do with rhythm and syncopation. However, to assist you in that area, once you are ready with your lyrics and your music is inserted, to do the next step in syncing, you simply click the Sync Lyrics with Audio button. Now, you heard the music begin. The music, when it starts within the syncing panel, will start at 100%. In other words, it will be at its original speed. In order to attain fine results when you're syncing, you may want to adjust the speed of the music being played as you go along. That can be done in a number of ways. You can choose the presets of 100%, speed it down to 75%, or lower the speed to 50%. The other option you have is to find it somewhere in between the 50 and 75%. And by clicking on the playback speed button area, as I'm showing here, you can adjust it to slow down to 83% of its original speed, or a little further down. For this exercise, we're going to stay at 75%. Now, to begin the actual syncing, we have our speed set. There are two methods by which you will synchronize the words with the singing of the music. You can either use your space bar on your keyboard or use this next word button. It is important to understand how this works. As the word is being sung, you would click the button, the next word button, or the spacer bar, and go to the next word. I will give you a demonstration of that at this time.
Louisiana way. I'm going back as of this very day. Don't worry about me, 'cause I'll be okay. I'm going down Louisiana way. I will miss all my old Chicago friends and think about you, San Francisco, now and then.
Now, I made a mistake, which is not serious because at this point I can still go back to the beginning of this page and correct my syncopation error. I will hit the back button and start again on this page. It will not take me back to the beginning unless I click the back button here to take me back one page at a time. I am not happy with the way that I was able to synchronize the words with the music on this page, so I'm going to hit the back button and you will hear the music restart at this point.
I will remember my compadres in LA. Look me up, down Louisiana way. I'm going down Louisiana way. I'm going back as of this very day. Don't worry about me, 'cause I'll be okay. I'm going down Louisiana way. Don't let your eyes get misty now. We knew the time would come around for me to go, and I will miss you so long, friend. Guess I'll see you a while ago. I might be back sometime, you just never know. I have left a sweet home north of Wichita. I have left a sweet home north of Whiskey Bay. True love waits down Louisiana way. I'm going down Louisiana way. I'm going back as of this very day. Don't worry about me, 'cause I'll be okay. I'm going down Louisiana way. as of this very day. Don't worry about me, 'cause I'll be okay. I'm going down Louisiana way. I'm going down Louisiana way.
I'm now being prompted for a KBP file name for this song. So what I will do is I will start to type in the name, and all the other files that have a similar name that starts with what I just started typing will pop up. I can choose that. As an example, I'm going to choose George Strait with vocals down Louisiana Way, which is the name of the wave file that I was using. I will eliminate the .wave in the file name and then simply hit return. Now, what it has done, it has now saved this as a KBPS file, which is a project file. You can open this project file by simply clicking Open, and it will be the first one showing. And now I have it saved and ready to refine. So that is the syncing part. We will get into the next step of editing what we have created to this point. Keep in mind again that syncing is very critical, and it will reduce the amount of fine editing time required later. This ends part 2 of my Karaoke Builder Studio tutorial.